Oh, um, good morning, good morning, good morning. For anybody who caught that special that posted at 2 o'clock in the morning last night, I was highly suggested not to post that, but apparently I was in one of my moods and I posted it anyway. I hope whoever got it received the message that they needed. The message pretty much was abusive relationships are not cool, and love is not about how much you can sacrifice for another person. How you don't prove your love by how much you can suffer, if that makes any sense, right? How much you can suffer for another person does not prove that you love them. That just proves to them that they can do whatever they want and you will allow them to do whatever they want and they don't care. That just proves that they're a narcissist. There's this twisted mentality that women have. And I've heard more than one woman say this whole thing of, my baby daddy, you guys let your baby daddies just come in and ruin your relationships all the time. And that was the whole part too, but I could not post that. No, no, that is childish stuff. That is childish. Just because you had a child with a person does not give them right to come into your life and wreak havoc whenever they want. You are not obligated to your baby daddy at all. Or your child's mother. I mean, it is twisted. Like I've heard, Rob talks about dudes in prison say that. Dudes in prison say once a girl has your baby, you can get in any time you want. You can get it. You can always get them to give it up to you. And how many of y'all are going to go through life with that kind of mentality? It trips me out. It trips me out because it's a common thing down here in the South. And it is not cool at all in any way, shape, or form. No, you are not obligated to let these people come in and keep ruining your lives. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I don't understand anybody giving up their personal power like that. I never have. I never will. No. My children's father, the last time he laid his hands on me was the last time he laid his hands on me. I don't understand what's difficult about that. I don't understand how you guys can keep your twin flame, your soulmate, the person who is meant to be with you forever will not lay their hands on you. They won't. They will be incapable. The levels of love they have for you will make it incapable. The idea of hurting you will hurt them. The idea of making you cry or you crying alone hurts them. Morning, darling. I went ahead and locked down that video I posted last night. One, I posted the wrong one. I was supposed to post part 2, but then I watched part 2 and I locked down both of them. I do need to clear the air, though. You only saw the one? Yeah, no, I didn't. I went into bed after that. Got one eye open. Yeah, not many people can reach those levels and then spring up so perky still in the morning. But no, I was just talking about the importance of like your soulmates, your twins, those of that things of that nature won't put their hands on you. They won't want to hurt you. They won't the idea of cheating on you hurts them. Like that's normal. That's love. Love is, I could never, like, I might look at other women, but the idea of actually being with someone and hurting my mate is so off-putting that they can't do it. The idea of putting their hands on you in any way but a loving fashion bothers them. That is true love. Real love does not black your eye. I don't care who you are. Real love does not black your eye. So my advice, 100% to anybody who's in any type of physically abusive relationship is leave, get out, know they don't love you. I actually have I have a fair amount of scorpionic placements too in my chart. Not in my sun, moon, and rising, but like my Jupiter and Saturn and stuff is all in Scorpio. Well, that's why I like to put it up there, you know. Granted, only 15 people saw it, but, you know, there's 15 people who needed to see it. And hopefully they saw it. Like, it's important to me, like, even when I'm in a situation where I'm drinking or anything else like that, you need to have 100% trust with the people that you're with. You do. It's so important. Let's see what the cards have to say about all this. That's too many. It's hard because in my line of work anyway, I deal with so many people from around the world, and this perspective, like, I don't know, like in India and stuff like that, men are allowed to get away with these things. But the video what I was trying to get a point in the video was that I do know plenty of men who have hit that point in relationships where females put their hands on them. Whoever instigates it is still a child. And you have to ask yourself, do you want to be in a relationship with a toddler or not? Because I'm sorry, like, you know, it's bad enough raising kids already. I don't need to raise a grown man and have to teach him that, you know, putting your hands on people are wrong. Yeah, you retracting your statements. I see you. I did too. I went ahead and blocked that video and shut it down to private. I like it like that. I like the fact that nobody else can see the chat room but me. Can you see other people's chats while you're talking right now? Okay. See, I like that because you guys can only interact with each other right now, and you can say whatever you want, and you can trust the fact that nobody else can see what you're saying to me right now. Once this video is done, whatever we've talked about, your part of the conversation is safe. You guys ready for some cards? Yeah, I do. I like it too because I've found with tarot readers and stuff like that, that's where it is. That's where the crazy is. That's where you get sucked in when you get wrapped up in all those other people commenting and get into their conversations and all that other stuff. That's how you get on that crazy frequency. That's what sucks people in. All right. So far, we got 20. We got downcasted pride. And we got fated to suffer. Now, both these cards talk about, excuse me. Downcasted pride is being too prideful to walk away from a situation that you know really doesn't serve you. And fated to suffer is you've justified staying in a terrible situation because you think somehow divine timing and whatever, the universe has fated you to be in this suffering position. And that's not true. That's not true. Drop your ego, drop your pride, drop whatever is holding you in this situation. Fear of failure, whatever that is. And no, nobody is fated to suffer. Snow White wasn't fated to suffer. She was a naive child who allowed herself to be poisoned by a stranger. You know what I'm saying? That's the moral of that story. This is 25-7. See, 7. The trickster, the scholar, these people that programmed you. You can't idolize all the older people in your life and all the people who have raised you in your life. You have to look at them as people. They are people who gave you the best advice they can. You are not fated to suffer. You don't have to eat that apple just because some witch handed it to you. You know, that's a choice to grow up. And it's a choice to grow up and be the witch herself. Because the witch wasn't evil herself. It was her mirror, her reflection, telling her constantly she wasn't good enough. So what did she do? She went out and poisoned Snow White just out of sheer jealousy. You don't want to be that person, and you don't want to be exposed to that person. You definitely don't want to be taking life advice from someone who is old and bitter. Just because they're elder doesn't mean they have all the advice in the world. Some people are old and bitter, and they're poisoning you guys with this, you know. It's the twisted mentality between, I learned signing a positive meaning to your past, right? And then you're like, oh, well, it's through the trials that I have grown. Well, that can very quickly turn into the toxic mindset of, I need trials in order to grow. No, eventually you're supposed to get past the trials part. You're supposed to figure out how you're manifesting that kind of drama into your life, and you're supposed to adjust it and fix it and take those steps. I know you are, girl. A lot of people are right now. Come on, kick on for me, boo. Thank you. Whew. I'm hot. I'm on fire. But that's it. You are not fated to suffer, and you should not be out to make anybody suffer. Which still goes back to the message I had at the beginning of this video. Those who genuinely love you shouldn't be out to want to hurt you. That's not how that shit should go. Earth Magic doesn't want to talk to you guys today. It just pulled up. Downcasted pride and fated to suffer. You're not fated to suffer. You're not fated really for anything. Like, that's what I like about a lot of the pagan beliefs. It's your destiny is set, but the path to get there is your own. You can take whatever path you want. That's the free will. The universe will just keep redirecting and redirecting and redirecting. But man, I've got no advice for mothers dealing with daughters. I've got a 9-year-old and I'm raising my sister, so I'm absolutely terrified about what the hell I'm going to have to do. Because Yeah, you don't want to be the poison apple. You don't want to drop that seed, you know what I'm saying? You're trying to navigate them to go where, like I said, you're just pulling the best advice that you got for yourself. But I can only give you the advice that I've learned myself. I will try to do my best to bestow it upon you so that you can make better decisions than I did. But in the end, they're going to do what they're going to do. They came here with their own soul contracts and their own deals of what they had to do. After a certain point, you can't hold on to that just because your kid's messed up. You got a bunch of scorpionic placements too. Yeah, that's why a lot of things I say sting sometimes. The Seven of Wands here, and that's just not standing in your own, it says valor on the card, but that's it. It's not standing in your own integrity, in what you truly believe. It's cowering and caving to others all the time to make other people happy, and we can't do that. Well, I guess because too, with this pulling up, with everything that's going on, especially with this card, this is mother-daughter stuff going on right now. You can't judge yourself to your mother's standards your whole life. One, your mother probably didn't even live up to her own standards as much as she may have put on that show, but you need to live to your own standards. And at the same point, those who are dealing with children who are on their own now and are old enough and are grown, and you're dealing with that, is, yeah, you can't beat yourself up too much for how your kids turn out. You do your best. You always do your best. And any mother, I'm going to say this with confidence, any mother who's actually found my videos and watching my stuff, you have done the best you could with what was available to you at the time you were doing it. We understand that some knowledge you didn't get till later, some knowledge you learned the hard way, but you did the best you could. And also, don't beat yourself up for what happened to your children after the world got their hands on them. They were dealing with other soul contracts. Those kids had their own stuff to fulfill, and you are not, unless you're going to be some creepy homeschooly person who just never lets their kids out of the house, the world's going to get their hands on them. They're going to go to school. They're going to get bullied. They're going to deal with friends and, other people putting influence on them, and teachers, and just the world, man. You do the best you can with what you have available, but you understand that you are not the only person who molds your kids. Your kids are influenced by dozens of people. Like, my kids have multiple teachers every day. And then if you do dance, if you do karate, if you do whatever other things you do, like my son did Boy Scouts, all those people in Boy Scouts also had an effect on my son. You do your best to put them in the best situations you can, and then that's all you can do. And you can't beat yourself up. And you can't put your expectations of what you want it to be on your kids. That's a very slippery slope. That is something I see a lot of parents actually do. It's, I want you to do so much better than me that I'm going to push you harder and expect you to do things I wouldn't do at your age. That don't make any sense either, does it? can't force your kids to do things that you wouldn't even do when you were their ages. You guide them, you give them as much knowledge as you can, but you let them walk their path. Oh my God, yeah. Children will make you associate with people that you never thought you would. Yeah. Oh, for real. So we got the Seven of Wands reversed. And that is about defending yourself, but doing it with integrity. This is, you're just lashing out. You're just allowing people to beat you down that have no right to really be beating you down. If you scratch beneath the surface of their perfect exterior, these people that have got you feeling like this, they have no grounds to stand on. They are sorry, weak people in their own rights. They just are judging you to make themselves feel better. It's time to get back your strength. Go out there and howl under the moon. Anything you got to do, but definitely reconnect and find that strength, because a lot of you guys are not in your power today. This is not awesome. But the ending is, right? I'll let you ask a question. The Five of Wands, there's a lot of conflict here. But that conflict is removing things it needs to remove in order for a solid love connection to come in. Thank you, Magical. Definitely. Use your reading, love. You've got downcasted pride. This is allowing your pride to put you in situations that you don't want to be in. And you are sticking in a situation because you feel you are fated to suffer. You're not fated to suffer. These people are beating you down. They're beating you down and judging you, and they have no place to be doing this, and they're causing you not to stand in your full truth, in your your honor code. Your honor code is what you need. You need to find your own strength. You need to get back into your own power. You need to understand that strife and battles do happen, but they are removing things from your life in order for genuine connections to come in. That's the reading for everybody today. Personal readings, drop down below. You can either go to the Coven, the Silver Cord, where sometimes I do cards and coffee pulls. Nelson does messages from the universe, or you can email me for a personal reading. I'll let you ask a question if you want to, Yasmin. You can ask it, and I'll give you we'll see if a card pops out, and I'll give you a perspective on it. Look, we either accept the fact that we are, you're welcome, darling, that we are creator beings here, and you are allowed to create your own reality. You can accept that, or you can accept that everybody else is creating your reality for you and allow them to control you your whole life. You know, you don't have to allow other people to dictate what you have to be. I've been getting a lot of younger people coming to me lately, between 17 and 20, and that the parental weight is a huge weight. So whether you are a parent or a child, understand that you guys don't have to create each other's reality. You can allow other people. Will your twin flame marry you? Have you watched any of my other stuff on twin flames, Crystal? Are you sure he's your twin flame? Or are you just claiming that title? Because that puts a lot of pressure on somebody when you tell them that, you say, you're my twin flame. That scares the shit out of a lot of dudes. Hell, that scares the shit out of a lot of females. Oh, she got quiet. I find it awfully brave that you even claim out, and because I talk about the twin flame and the fractal energies and how I have come across that twin flame telekinetic over the moon connections a couple of times in my life. And even though I can kind of pinpoint a couple of people that I've had that connection with, I would never say their name out loud and say that person is a twin flame. No, they're not all peaches and cream. Twin flames are designed to come in and rock your world and shake it up and redirect your path. 99% of people do not marry their twin flames. I'm not a rainbow butterfly tarot reader that's going to feed that very, very dangerous, toxic, poison apple, fated to suffer timeline. Darling, baby doll, if he is your twin flame, let me just say, Erica, since I got you here, your twin flame will never put their hands on you. They will never cheat on you, and they will not hurt you. Hurting you, the idea of you even crying breaks them. So unless that this is a healthy relationship and you genuinely love this person, how much you can suffer for them is not love. That is not love. That is toxic. That is a poison apple that somebody has fed you, making you think that you need to suffer in order to prove your love. You need to deal with, we're clearing karmic debt, and that's why he beats me and cheats. No. There's a very, very dangerous, toxic cycle that people get stuck in. Martyr syndrome, pretty much. Nobody is fated to suffer with their twins. And if he was genuinely your twin, you wouldn't have to ask me, is he going to marry you? I'm sorry if this is not what you expected, Crystal Beauty. I can't really see your picture, but you look like a beautiful young woman, and you seem like you've got a lot of eggs in one basket right now. Some people are sleeping all the time. All right. We are about at 30 minutes now, and I'm going to go ahead and give you your earth magic. And oh, I love you, darling. I'm glad you didn't get upset and leave when I said all that. He may or may not be your twin. That's not what I'm worried about. I'm worried about just you. You are a divine feminine energy, and you need to focus on your energy for sure. Just focus on you and the person, whether it's this gentleman or somebody else. If you focus on your frequency, you will draw in somebody on the same divine frequency that you're riding on, and they will not feel the need to drag you down into lower frequencies. It'll be somebody who always lifts you up. All right. So for today, clouds, shape shifting, keep evolving, keep asking your questions, keep allowing your mind to be transformed. Keep looking at things from different perspectives. Keep shape-shifting. Do not settle on one form. You are not fated for anything. If you do not like the path that you are on, you are allowed to change it. Breach the surface, people. Breach it. Come up for air. I've said for a while during my dark night of the soul, almost every morning I woke up, and it wasn't so much I was gasping for air, but I had this thing like I felt like I was coming out of water every time I woke up. You're breathing the surface. You are waking up. Keep breaching it. Every time you think you've hit a new peak, keep going, keep looking, keep finding those answers, keep following your path. Breach the surface. Really feel the energies and see what is out there for you and change your perspective. The Trinica 5. Today it is talking about focus on your jobs, focus on your money, focus on perfecting those areas of your life. This says manifesting money and income. So that is the Trinica 5. Today is a big message. Healing. True healing of the mind, body, and soul. That's what I mean about breaching the surface too. Reach those levels of deep healing. Look into your mind. Find out these areas where find the poison apples. You going, baby?
Yep. Sorry.
Love you. I'm running a little late today. Yeah, it's 8. See, he's going to get that Trinica 5 right now. We've been doing some deep healing. And your other message for today is achievement. Win the award, the accolade, or the contract. Keep putting out those positive frequencies. Keep carving those positive timelines for yourself. And yeah, as long as you keep your focus on what it is you're trying to bring in with the manifesting money. If you want to manifest more money, you got to do that deep healing to hit those better frequencies. And that's where you will get your achievements. Win the award, the accolade, or the contract. Also for this, I always find that's like giving yourself the title. When you finally breach the surface and you hit the point, like for me, where I breached the surface was when I finally went to the Zen Den, talked to Susan, got a job as an actual tarot reader. That's where I got the achievement of being able to say, I'm a tarot reader. All right, loves, I hope you have a beautiful day. If you need any readings or anything else like that, links are down below. You can join us over at the Facebook with the Coven the Silver Cord, or you can email me for a reading, whatever way you like to do it. Blessed be all those who walk these paths with me. I love y'all. You guys are a trip. I'll talk to you later.